What's up, guys? It's Sunday and I got all the tubes pulled down from the motor and I'm going to try and get these things finished welded. I just went around and just gave them a quick run with the Scotch-Brite pad and cleaned up all the joints, so everything will be clean and good to weld. I'm going to start on this pipe here and I'm just purging it right now. So I guess the idea is to I got a little just this real tiny little bit of pressure coming out of the regulator that I got off a Y fitting, and I got the hose running in here and then some tape on the back with a couple holes poked in it, and the idea is that it just pushes all the oxygen out slowly, and then it makes it easier. The backside of the welds don't get as contaminated as they normally would, which helps with having a smoother finish, which isn't really going to help me because I'm not really that good at this yet. But so I guess in that sense I probably need all the help I can get. Finish up my coffee here real quick and then get this first one I'm going to start. I'm really worried about it. My biggest concern is about these shifting, even though they're tacked pretty well. So I'm going to run pretty small tacks, pretty small beads, which is probably not going to look the best, but that way I can guarantee nothing's going to move around too much, and then I'll lose all my alignment, because that would suck. Alright, cheers. What are you doing, bud? Hey guys, it's Tuesday night, and I managed to get a little more done than I did on Sunday. I got 2 tubes completely done, and a third half done, and I haven't done the other, so just trying to get something done in this small time I have off. So even if I do this every other night, so just getting these welded. Had a couple of good runs with some stuff. You can see that. I'm pretty happy with that. These ones are pretty hard in the corner, and I feel like I'm getting better at this as I do these tubes as they go. Couple of reasonable runs, and here's some not so good. It was a little cold to start off with and then went a little squiggly, but whatever, that's what it's about, just learning. What's up, guys? It's one of the days between Christmas and New Year's. I mean, doing a bunch of all the other holiday stuff. And now it is windy as hell outside. As you can see, it's blow out. Dude, like, everything is, you can't see much out there. It's windy anyway, and it's cold. It's really cold. Just got my steering shaft all sorted out so I can work on this side of the headers. Got them mocked up last night. Using this instead of a regular rag joint gives me a bit more clearance. It's got a little urethane bushing in there. So I got all my bends in. These are the pipes we figured out. My buddy Evan's over. We're cutting pipe all day. We're just going to try and create all these bends out of all the pipe, and then try and get it in and mocked up today if we can. So it's good to have the help, and we're the second pair of hands is really good. Okay, it's New Year's Eve. We've been jamming on this the last couple of days. I haven't done much updates, but this guy's all welded, fits, everything's good. I just got to do the final tacks with the collectors, but otherwise that side's completely done. Everything looks good. Tons of room. Doesn't look like that much room, but there is good room, good clearance on the bottom. We're working on this side right now. Got 3 of the 4 tubes done and located. This is the most complex bend so far. The cylinder number 3 here. Clearance for the Z-bar. Got the steering shaft pieces in so I can check the clearance on that. And yeah, we're doing pretty good. Pretty sick at the moment. It's been so cold, but trying to get everything done. We've just been jamming. My Evan's been helping out. We got 2 pipes being cut. We're just going for it. We got this one keep going. Slow going. So we're just
It's a little assembly line here, pumping out all these pipes. This is all the aftermath of this side. I've still got a few bends, lots of offcuts, but it's going pretty good. Let's see how it goes. Hey guys, what's up? It's New Year's Day. Progressively getting sicker and sicker. It's freezing cold, but I had some pretty good progress. So my mate Evan has just been helping me out on this. It's just so good to have another set of hands. It took us a long time, but got this side done. Well, it's all tacked in. Clears the steering shaft really nice. You can see these are just shimmed up to hold it in place. Clears the block. Plenty of room on the Z-bar. I think this one looks pretty cool actually. And get a better look at it from underneath. It's more impressively comes really close to the same height as the other side and the same length, the collector, so it looks nice and even. Let's see, fit wise it's tight, but it's got enough room. It's close to the starter. I can get a finger around the starter. Yeah, roughly same height as the other set. Everything's looking pretty good. And this one's a little more challenging, just because the pipes had to be a lot more accurate as they approached the collector to this bend because of the Z-bar and the starter. Everything had to be pretty tight to begin with. So, but yeah, things are coming along. So, my only complaint is I have a reasonable gap. Reasonable as far as TIG goes. As MIG, it's not a problem, but since I'm taking this, it's quite a gap in these two. That was just the angle. The other option would have been to pull the pipe apart and recut one of the angles, but I really don't think it's worth doing that. So I think I'm just gonna just take my time and fill this gap. But yeah, it's pretty good. So we'll try and get this one finished. Next thing's to see if it gets finish welded. If nothing shifts around, and then we can tack it in the flange. There he is. Happy New Year, the man of the moment.
There he is. Here we go.
And we'll get that one set up. If I can get the pipes finish welded today and then get them tacked into the flange, we'll get them pretty close to being done. Cheers. What is up, guys? Happy New Year again. It's New Year's Day. We've had an unfortunate extreme failure in the shop. Things are going well. We've been jamming on it. Like I showed you, my buddy Evan was over. It's been great having a second set of hands. Yeah, we got it all done and everything welded up, and then something shifted that I didn't really expect, and it threw everything off, and now this side is hitting the frame rail down inside here. The lights are probably blowing it out. After everything, I'm not going to climb down because I just had a shower and I feel like crap. Everything was fitting good and it was clearing on the block, but the back side of the cross member, number 5 cylinder, which you can see I've removed in a fit of rage. I had to break it out of there, and but right now everything else fits into the collector fine, and it actually you can see them all down in there, and they fit just like earlier, like I showed you. It's pretty demotivating. I'm pretty much gonna have to redo the whole thing. I know it's just light out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing. Because the second that I move this number 5 cylinder further in the collector, it's going to shift the others, and there's no way around it. I could botch something and cut one of the pipes and stick a janky angle in it, but what the hell? It's about learning, right? So I was feeling pretty bummed about it about an hour ago, but then I sat down and thought about it, and reminded myself how hard this is, and it's pretty good. can't remember how much I showed you the other one, but this one fits in good, and it makes me feel better when I look at this one because it fits great and it clears everything. So, but this side is harder with the starter and the Z-bar and everything else. But yeah, the shop's a mess. I got stuff everywhere. I just don't really have the didn't have the energy to clean up before I finish tonight. I really like to usually pack everything up, but yeah, it would have been good. This I had good clearance on the Z-bar, and I had great clearance on the starter and great clearance on the back of the block. This light blows the camera out. It was just right on. But that number 5, which was this guy, which I pulled out. This is the one that.
Dinner's
look
ready.
Who it is. Dinner ready?
Dinner's ready.
Dinner's ready. Okay, that's a good reason to finish. Thank you, honey.
Welcome.
So that helps. Dinner's ready. But yeah, this was the number 5 that I had to pull out, and it was a pretty simple pipe, but just this straight here and this angle, I had to do some special radius. This was like a 3-inch bend coming out, like very subtle off the end of a 3-inch bend into a straight, and then this is a 2-inch bend into a straight, and then this is a 3. And it looks simple, but it was actually kind of hard to achieve exact, and I guess I didn't achieve it exact because something creaked and it touched the frame rail. So like I said, I'll drink some beer and get over it. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, so a bit bummed at the end of my vacation to end on a bad note like that, but I mean, what the hell, right? This is what we do this for. So I'll have to give it a break tomorrow, maybe order some more bends, or just give it a complete break and start again. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys all had a good New Year, good Christmas. I gotta do some catching up on everyone's videos, but otherwise I'm gonna try and clean up this disaster in here, and then restart on this and try and do it better next time. And I'll keep you guys updated and try and bring you along. Alright, cheers guys, thanks.